नंदना व्रज जन रंजना यशोदा नंदना व्रज जन रंजना यशोदा यशोदा नंदना व्रज जन रंजना यशोदा नंदना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय विनोद राधा विनोद राधे राधा विनोद प्रभुपा 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 जय प्रभुपा जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक आचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमती शिवाय ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस किल्ला प्रभु सिद्धांत सरस्वती स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद अनंत कोटि वैष्णव समवेत गौर भक्त भागवत महापुराण की जय निधाय गौर प्रेम can refer verse from so this is a verse from Canto 6, chapter 14, shlok number 17. This is an episode of King Chitraketu. So King Chitraketu's lamentation. So text number 17. Angira Uvacha Apite Namayam Swasti Prakrutinam Tathatmanah Yatha Prakrutivilguptah Puman Raja Cha Saptabhi Apite Namayam Swasti Prakrutinam Tathatmanah Yatha Prakrutivilguptah Puman Raja Cha Saptibhi Apite Namayam Swasti प्रकृतीनां तथात्मनः यथा प्रकृतिभिर्गुप्तः पुमान् राजा च सप्तभिः अंगिरा उवाच अपि तेनामयं स्वस्ति कृतीनां तथात्मनः प्रकृतिभिर्गुप्त अंगिरा उवाच अपि तेनामयं स्वस्ति नामयं स्वस्ति उवाच नामयं स्वस्ति Correct. Any Vaishnavi? Namayam Swasti. Gira Vacha. The great sage Angira said. I hope class is in English. Hindi. Huh? Translation. What? Apni. Where? You are doing Kannada? Hindi translate आप कर रहे हैं और Kannada who is doing? Anybody need Kannada translation? किसी को कन्नड़ा भाषा में हाँ, कन्नड़ा ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ okay? थोड़ा मिक्स भी करूंगा मैं बीच बीच में हिंदी भी बोलूंगा हिंदी भाषी सभी भागवतम में स्वाद बढ़े ओके अंगिरा उवाच the great sage Angira said api whether they of you anamayam health swasti auspicious auspiciousness prakriti naam of your royal elements associates and paraphernalia तथा as well as atmanah of your own body mind and soul yatha like prakriti bhi by the elements of material nature guptah protected puman the living being raja the king cha also saptabhi by seven. Translation purport by his divine grace is Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So here Angira Muni is telling to whom he is asking King Chitraketu. That is the episode. So Angira Muni said, my dear king, I hope that your body and mind and your royal associates and paraphernalia are well when the seven properties of material nature, the total material energy, the ego, and five object of sense gratification, the seven properties of material nature. They are in proper order. The living entity within the material elements is happy. Without these seven elements, one cannot exist. Similarly, a king is always protected by seven elements: his instructor, his minister, his kingdom, his fort, his treasury, his royal order, and his friends. Purport. As it is quoted by Sridhar Swami in the Bhagavatam commentary, Swami Amatmayo Janapada Durga Dravina Sanchaya Danto Mitram Chatasyeta Sapta Prakritayo Mata. A king is not alone. He first has his spiritual master, the supreme guide. Then comes his ministers, his kingdom, his fortification, his treasury, his system of law and order, and his friends and allies. If these seven are properly maintained, the king is happy. Similarly, as explained in the Bhagavad Gita, Dehinosminyatha Dehe, the living entity, the soul, is within the material covering of the Mahatattva, ego, and Pancha Tanamatra, the five object of sense gratification. When these seven are in proper order, the living entity is in a mood of pleasure. And generally, when the associates of the king are quiet and obedient, the king can be happy. Therefore, the great sage Angira inquired about the king's personal health and the good fortune of his seven associates. When we inquire from a friend whether everything is well, we are concerned not only with his personal self, but also with his family, the source of income, his associates or servants. All of them must be well, and then a person can be happy. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Shurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवां श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेव श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्विताम् नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरकृष्ण हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त नमोऽस्तु तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्त हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा. सो इट्स माय ग्रेट प्लेजर, मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है, आनंद है कि आज आप सभी भक्तों के बीच में फिर से श्रवण कीर्तन कृष्ण को या भागवतम को मध्य में रखते हुए आपका संग मिल रहा है. हाँ, तो ये मेरा बहुत बड़ा सौभाग्य है. हरे कृष्णा. तो यहाँ पर श्रीमद् भागवतम जो छठा स्कंद है उसके बहुत महत्वपूर्ण जो एपिसोड है महाराज चित्रकेतु. इससे पहले वृत्रासुर की कथा हुई है, पर परीक्षित महाराज ने जब सुना वृत्रासुर की कथा कि इतना बड़ा असुर और इतना बड़ा भक्त ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है, तो पूर्व जन्म में वो कौन थे, ऐसे प्रश्न पूछने के पश्चात यहाँ पे सुखदेव गोस्वामी चित्रकेतु महाराज की कथा बता रहे हैं. किसी को दिक्कत हो रही है हिंदी समझने में? अच्छा, यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड. आप आप तमिल है क्या? ओके. हाँ, इंग्लिश. ओनली सॉल्यूशन इज इंग्लिश. चलो. तो so here Chitraketu's story tells about how the brutal reality of the material pleasure. The material pleasure never comes uh, alone. Buy one get three advertisement. Buy one get three. What is that? Other two along with that one. Mm, so that is misery. Inevitable it comes. Irrespective of which varna, which ashram you stay. Mm, Everybody within the material world, they are not satisfied. They are not happy. Mm, But somehow or others, everybody is chased by some kind of anxiety. And this is reality. But material pleasure mm, gives us so many uh, colorful prospects of future enjoyment. And yes, We do get pleasure when the indriya comes in contact with the sense object. There is a pleasure, and nobody can deny that there is no pleasure. But that pleasure is rajasic pleasure, and that's what Bhagavad Gita 18.36, that Vishayan Vishaya on Indriya Sanyogat tat tat agre amrutopamam. विषय यानी इंद्रिया when संयोग हो जाता है तो वो अमृत के समान लगता है, बहुत अच्छा आनंद आता है उसमें. बट एंड रिजल्ट परिणामे विषम. But at the end, ultimately, it's visha, poison. Mm. If we are aspiring for vishaya, then we have to also test the visha, which is an integral part of the vishaya. Mm. क्या संस्कृत वर्ड है ना, देखो ना, विषय. विषय तो परिणामे विषमिव तत्सुखम rajasam. That uh, that kind of sukham, rajasam smritam, you understand, that is rajasic pleasure. Mm. And this is nature of the material pleasure. All kind of pleasures, they come along with visha at the end. So sometimes in the beginning also it's a visha mix and pleasure. Again we think no, there is uh, something is there. But then again amrita in visha, and repeatedly punah charvita charvana. That's what is the reality. So today's theme of lecture is sweet rice. Everybody's so everybody's faces are so blissful. So today's theme is sweet rice, but mixed with eh, this this is what the reality. Uh, so especially Maharaj Chitraketu's story, each and every step, the sweet rice part comes, then again sand part comes, then again sweet rice comes, again sand part comes, sweet rice sand, and this is what the reality. So here we will start the story of Chitraketu, 6:14. Here, Loka 11 onwards. So what is mentioned here? Opulence of Chitraketu Maharaj. So Chitraketu Maharaj was ruling over the province of Shurasena. Name of the province is Shurasena. And he ruled over entire earth. Chhatrapati, mm, Samrat of the entire earth. That means there was no enemy for Chitraketu except his mind. Mm. So, and this Chitraketu Maharaj, tasya bharya sahasranam, sahasrani dasha bhavan, शान्तानि कश्चापि नृपो न लेभे तासु संततिम. So first line tells about sweet part. Second line tells about sand part. Same verse. Within same verse. So तस्य भार्या सहस्राणाम, सहस्राणाम सहस्राणि दशा भवन. यानी he had 10 million wives. He ended up marrying 10 million wives. 10 million means how much? 1 crore. चित्र केतु है, चित्र केतु की कितने पत्नियां थी? 1 करोड़ का, 1 करोड़ का वो पति था. कौन बनेगा करोड़पति इन दी होल एंटायर हिस्ट्री? एक ही करोड़पति बना है वो है चित्रकेतु. Somebody may say, oh, Prabhuji, exaggeration. Bhagavatam is saying, Tasya bharya sahasranam sahasrani dasha bhavan. Hmm? Chitraketu translation. This Chitraketu had 10 million wives. Mm. But although he was capable of producing children, he didn't have any issue. Means he didn't had any problem, but he didn't had any issue. So he was capable of producing children, but he did not receive a child from any one of them. By chance, all the wives were barren. Unlucky. Huh? एक दो तीन चार लाख करोड़ इसको दुर्भाग्य कहते हैं. अगर भाग्य में नहीं तो करोड़पति होकर भी पुत्र नहीं होगा. And Bhagavatam says he didn't had any problem, he was capable of. Uh, So you have to take it. You need not go and ask for whether he had done a testing. Bhagavatam says, bas. Text 12. Then Chitraketu, the husband of these million wives, was endowed with the beautiful form, magnanimity, and youth against sweet part. Hmm, Everything. Janma, Aishwarya, Shvatashri, everything was there. And and he was born in a high family. He had a complete education. He was wealthy and opulent. That's his part. Janma, Aishwarya, Shvatashri, he was equipped with all this. So, Narayana Chaitanya, please bless. So, nevertheless, in spite of being endowed with all these assets, he was full of anxiety because he did not have a son. And this is the particle of particles. Huh? Everything is wrong. One thing goes wrong, and he was miserable. Sweet rice is very nice. You just imagine if you are eating the sweet rice, you're relishing it, you are relishing it. Your mouth is full with sweet rice, and suddenly one particle of sand rice comes. You will throw out all that sweet rice which is there in your mouth. It's sweet. You will not think, let me just take out that small sand particle and I will release the rest. You throw out. You will be frustrated completely with that sweet rice and you will not attempt. But still unintelligent people, they try to attempt. इधर से लगा शायद उधर से पीता हूँ उधर से sand particle नहीं लगेगा. Hmm? So that's what uh, Chitraketu. Uh, so, so 10 million wives. Uh, So in school days we had a prayer. हम भारतीय है. I am proud of being Indian, and all are my brothers and sisters. So, so one of my friend he edited that part. All are my brothers and sisters except one. For that I have to try everyone. This is the way it goes. So you just imagine if Chitraketu want to take a family photograph with all his wife. Really, drone is also not sufficient. You need helicopter to cover the whole 1 crore, and he'll be insignificant among them, not be visible. So really, we have to zoom to see where is Chitraketu. He lost completely among the 1 crore wives. So, so this is what. Uh, and it's not that he gave them divorce because they didn't have it. All of them they continue. Mm. But nowadays in US there was one lady. Um, Now and then she would divorce and come to the lawyers. Lawyers were frustrated. First divorce, second divorce, fourth divorce. She almost took almost 17 divorces and record breaking. within actually 1 decade. So all these lawyers, they edited the divorce certificate and the top they wrote, to whomsoever it may concern. So this is the what uh, the reality. Mm. So these are all Janma Aishwarya Shruti Shri Bhir of Chitraketu. They are like the camphor, dry fruits, mm, part of the sweet rice. Sweet rice is not just milk and rice, but it's accompanied by so many other delicious ingredients. And Chitraketu was equipped for that kind of sweet rice. So, so Chitraketu was miserable because no son. Whether somebody is having son or no son, both are miserable. Bhagavatam only tells. Chitraketu was miserable because of no son. There is Angira Muni in Bhagavatam. He had a son, he was also miserable because son was so nasty, cruel, demoniac. And there was another father. In spite of having such an elevated Mahabhagavat son, he was miserable. And that is Hiranyakashipu, seventh king. It was too much devotee. Being a too much devotee is also problem. He was miserable. So this is what reality. Son, no son, good son, Param Bhagavad son, everybody, somebody father is miserable. Uh, So I was hearing from one of the preacher in America, New Jersey. So he used to go to one family, and that person's story that once he was taking bath, he was busy. His wife was there in the kitchen cooking, and son just was playing, and while playing, he just fell off, and there was a small hair fracture mm, in his finger nail. And doctor came, they found out, "Glenn, what you were doing here so negligent. You can't take care of your child." And within few minutes, the police they came, they knocked the door, and they complained. The police they reach. "Mm, you don't know how to take care of your child. Mm, there is a complaint from doctor. We are taking your child to foster's home." Mm. So they told, but the child is baby, you know. My child is so small. He's depending on my uh, his mother's milk. We have replacement. No, no, he need proper care, facility. We have all facility better than. If you want to get back your child, go to court. And literally, he went to court, filed a case that I want my child back. Pillar to post, he was just going every week, fighting to be get again get back his child, his own property. Uh, and he could not basically win the case. Finally, uh, they told that okay, only solution you should take a course on art of parenting, and course duration is 1 year. 1 year he was undergoing art of parenting. He has to pass the exam properly, attend, not like the way we attend the Zoom classes online. So then, uh, then after 1 year, back to China. Next day, he booked a flight back to India. Mera Bharat. Then he got to know another one of his brain again. His child fell off somewhere and he had some fracture. What to do, Prabhu? What you did? Don't call doctor. And please don't tell what are the actual reality reason. Mm. Nightmare for him. Uh, so, so this is the part who's having a son. That is miserable. So Srila Prabhupada, uh, basically, yeah, another one more. Um, there was one baby, and mother was taking care of the baby. It was just a few months baby. You know, father had gone to office, so naturally, grandmother was there taking care of baby, and grandmother was busy in cooking. And behind on the shelf there were many items, and this kid, a small baby, yes, he lifted one pressure cooker, sweetie रहता है, baby दिया मुंह में, up, up, in his throat. Immediately she called son and they rushed uh, immediately to hospital. On the way they lost only baby. That was a dream girl for them. So, and this is a reality. Without any much serious reason, they lost their most dear baby. So Srila Prabhupada basically was on his morning walk. And in the morning walk, when he was on the beach, he saw a beautiful buck. And he really started appreciating the bungalow. Prabhupada told, what a bungalow. See, it's a perfect design, uh, perfect landscape, uh, uh, perfect layout, perfect garden, perfect interior. You see, let us go and see. But what's the problem? It's too perfect to renounce. Prabhupada said it is too perfect to renounce. Material pleasure is like a soft bed. You get on the bed, बिछाना है अच्छा, बहुत मुलायम बिछाना है, उसमें आप जाओ अंदर, मगर suddenly you get a pinprick. Bed, but there are somewhere you don't know, there are few needles, and you have to spend one night or one lifetime on that bed. That's what is nature of the material pleasure. So here, in case of Chitraketu, he had all these opulences, everything is there at beck and call, but you are most miserable. Mm. And that's what the preacher, they enter into the life of a person at right moment. Now this is the right time uh, to, to transform this person, because this is the right moment for preaching. And Angira appears and asks very appropriate question. ಹೇಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆರಾಮಾಯ್ತಾ ಆರಾಮಾಯ್ತು we have only one ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಆರಾಮಾಯ್ತಾ in all situation we only naturally we reply this. Mm. And that's what here Angira is also asking, how is your body, mind, uh, and seven other elements which are protecting you. When the seven elements are intact, then person is happy. And he's asking appropriate question. When another story, when the Vishwamitra enters in the assembly of Janaka Maharaj, uh, Dasharath Maharaj, I think, Dasharath Maharaj. There also he asked a question. Uh, how's your body, mind, and also soul? Because Dasharath Maharaj was a little elevated personality. So he's also asking the welfare of everything, not just body, mind. But here, knowing the level of Chitraketu, his consciousness, Angira is asking relevant question. Mm. He's not going beyond what he can digest. And this is what we check. Mm. So here, Angira Muni comes and he's asking question and inquiry in this mm, shloka. Because generally, mm, we are so much depending on our mind and body and thinking that if mind is pleasurable, body is healthy, I am happy. That's all. Mm. So this is what our device concept that if outside cage is nicely golden, polished, well maintained, that's all. Nobody cares about parrots mm, within the cage. And material world is there to supply all the needs, commodities for the pleasure of mind and body. Shopping malls. Mm. So shopping malls means what? To gratify the mind and body. There are many items within the shopping mall. Probably we don't need. Once Socrates, he went into the market for shopping, and he had a notebook and he was making a list. And people they were surprised. How come this scholar he came here in shopping, a market, and he was listing a big list. And the friends they inquire, what is this list? Socrates told, these are all the list of the items which I really don't need. Without this item, I can really be peaceful and happy. Mm. And really nowadays, so many products are coming. Actually, do we really need it? Live a happy life. Mm. So this is what here mm, shopping mall they provide things which you don't need, but still they have full confidence. The customer which enters cannot go empty-handed. It's surprise if somebody comes out empty-handed. Huh? Yeah, it's a great surprise for them. So it's not possible. Even Eskimo enters, he will come out with a refrigerator. That is the kind of advertisement nowadays uh, shopping malls. Here ahead, Chitraketu is replying, giving reply, wonderful reply to this question of Angira. Translation. As a person aggrieved by hunger and thirst, it is not, he is not pleased by the external gratification of flower garland or sandalwood pulp. I am not pleased with my empire, opulence, or possessions, which are desirable even for great demigods. Hmm? Because I have no son. So he's lamenting. What analogy he gave that? Person aggrieved by hunger or thirst is not pleased by external gratification. That means one matter, if some you cannot provide another matter to satisfy that person. That's what is mentioned. But in his case, what he is aspiring? He is aspiring for a matter only. Son, actually, a matter mm, to satisfy complete the only the if he in a contact with the spirit, all the problem will be solved because problem created on the same level cannot be solved on the same level. Mm. One has to go up mm, to solve the problem. That is called transcend the problem. So here, what Chitraketu is asking for a matter, son. So this is a nature of the material pleasure. Uh, so here uh, we have to use our discrimination or discriminative power. That is called Viveka. Viveka Buddhi means separating out that this is matter and this is soul. This is permanent and this is temporary. Shariram khalu dharma sadhana. Sometimes we pray for others' good. Uh, in case of those who are on the platform of Bhagavatam, that means spiritual platform, for them they do as a duty, but at the same time they pray uh, for the spiritual upliftment of the soul. Ultimate. Let him let him have a good body, healthy body. Especially devotee. Now, knowing that probably he has not perfected in this life, he need an more opportunity, more time in the same association, so that he can perfect mm, his spiritual life. So we do pray for devotee. Mm. And those who are the Paramahamsa, those who are already perfected, for them also we pray, because their living in this material world is beneficial to all living entity. For our own benefit, we pray that let this great Mahabhagavat stay for long life, to benefit all of us. Mm. So, both circumstances, in case of a devotee, whether he has perfected or not perfected, both circumstances, we pray for his material well being as well, for the sake of ultimate spiritual upliftment. Mm. That's the ultimate reason for what we pray, because our prayers are not on body or ego level. They're beyond. Then uh, they're justified. Such kind of prayers are justified by Bhagavatam recipients. So, but same Vivek Buddhi of discrimination can be misused. Uh, so, and that's what basically here Chitraketu is frustrated. He don't have son. And what is solution for frustration? Again, matter. Which was the reason for his frustration? He's asking for again another matter which will solve his problem. So once one person was completely frustrated in the US. He was mad. Uh, and he decided that I will just kill the people. Nobody loves me. He was frustrated completely. Uh, and he collected all the pistol, machine guns, dozens. Uh, and he drove his car in a public road, and he just about to get down from his car. He just took out his 1 feet out. Mm. And there he saw one dog is coming and licking his feet. Mm. And he allowed that time the dog to lick his feet. Seeing that this dog is reciprocating such a love with me, there is hope that somebody will really fulfill my this hankering for the love. Uh, and straight away he again went to the police and he surrendered all his weapons. And he told that this was my plan, but God cancelled. So this is what material frustration may lead to. And what is the nature of this sense object? This sense object actually doesn't satisfy. Mm. After enjoying the sense object, one is supposed to be happy. Yam labdva cha param labham manyate nadikam tata. This is applicable for spiritual pleasure, relishing the spiritual association or spiritual object. I don't aspire anything other than this. Mm. But when we uh, go towards material pleasure, somebody say, Prabhu, it seems that you haven't enjoyed. We have enjoyed many lifetime, all kind of material pleasure. Mm. And still we are not satisfied. We are still aspiring in a better form, a replacement. Mm. Because this object is not giving me enough pleasure. Probably if I would have that object. Mm. So this is a nature of the material pleasure. And after enjoying also particular object, there is a saturation comes. Sweet rice, how much you can eat? Same thing. Well, same sweet rice, first spoon or first bowl, first spoon gives lot of pleasure. But if you take on drinking the same sweet rice, you will become frustrated. One gulab jamun, very nice. Can I get second one? Second gulab jamun. Okay, I will try for even third. Mm, yeah, third gulab jamun. Mm. Fourth, yeah, it seems I am satisfied, but we don't know whether again they will make gulab jamun. Take fourth, चौथा भी लिया गुलाब जामुन, अभी बहुत हुआ, बस आई एम सेटिस्फाइड. प्रभु जी गुलाब जामुन चाहिए क्या? नहीं भाई, पेट भर गया है. मगर आप इतनी प्रेम से दे रहे, दे दो अभी. पांचवा भी, पांचवा भी हड़प लिया, तो डाल दिया अंदर. अभी अभी बहुत हुआ. प्रभु जी और लीजिए ना. बहुत है, एक्स्ट्रा बनाए हैं. और ले लो. नहीं अभी प्रभु हो गया है, बहुत हो गया है. नहीं ले लो ले लो. डाल दिया. अभी क्या करो, प्लेट महाप्रसाद दे नहीं सकता दूसरे को, तो लेता हूं, खत्म करना पड़ेगा. क्या करे, प्लेट में है तो खत्म करना पड़ेगा. घर में भी कभी कभी सब्जी ज्यादा हो जाती है, एक दो रोटी, अभी ये कौन खाएगा, अभी खत्म करना पड़ेगा. जो भी है. तो अभी इसके बाद जब आ जाते हैं कोई गुलाब जामुन, प्लेट उठाते हम, नहीं चाहिए अभी, बहुत हुआ. हम्म, so that's the way it is. Same gulab jamun, first and second, mm, gave us actual pleasure, but now same object, same server, same body, same mind. Mm, but already situation is that now already, so what is not the same, six gulab jamuns are already there. Mm, and they're shouting loudly, no more, enough. So this is what. So even if somebody may say that, okay, let me enjoy unlimitedly material happiness, but our body and senses, they are limited. Limited. When we are in school, no, we always aspire, क्या यूनिफॉर्म डालना पड़ता है, होमवर्क करना पड़ता है, स्कूल में दांडी भी नहीं मार सकते. और ये पापा मम्मी हमेशा बोलते हैं, टॉप आना चाहिए, टॉप आना चाहिए, टॉप आना चाहिए. फ्रस्ट्रेट हो गया भाई, कब कब कॉलेज में जाऊंगा. हम्म, तो कॉलेज में मैंने सुना है बंक मारते हैं, यूनिफॉर्म नहीं पहना तो भी चलता है. अ, और होमवर्क का कुछ तो टेंशन है ही नहीं. अ, और क्या, लास्ट मोमेंट में नाइट आउट करो, पास हो जाओ. कॉलेज लाइफ इज बेटर. तो ही इज डाइंग फॉर द कॉलेज लाइफ. Yes. Then after that he is dying for a good job, good salary. After that he's dying for good wife, mm, good bungalow, good facility. He's dying for, he's thinking that will give me pleasure. When that day will come, I will be हैप्पी कबे हबे बोलो से दिन अमर आएगा मेरा दिन एक दिन तो आएगा is dying for and really death comes now is really dying actually dying that time one thinks that actually I lost I could not live life I was always dying for this object that object mm. It's like a as Bhagavatam says mirage you know mirage now I will get it now I'll get it now I'll get it and after achieving this object I will be the most happiest person so so this is what our attempts are we do sense gratification but still we don't want to get frustrated. Mm. So we want sweet rice but we don't want sand particle we try our best from here there probably there if I drink sweet rice it will be sweet. And this is what the story of Chitraketu. Mm. So there is a Niti Shastra. There is wonderful verse. I will come up. First, we will take the verse number 26. ततः पाहि महाभाग पूर्वे सहगतं तमः यथा तरेम दुष्पारं प्रजया तत् विघेहिन. Translation. So Chitraketu is speaking. Therefore, O great sage, please save me and my forefathers who are descending to the darkness of hell because I have no progeny. Kindly do something so that I may have a son to deliver us from hellish conditions. Chitrakatu is telling, my forefathers will go to hell if I don't have son. Who will do Pindadan? Lupta Pindodaka Kriyano. Lupta ho jayega. No son. Mm. This is justification, you know. Mm. He's not thinking about his forefathers. In this verse, me and my and I comes 5 times. It is called sense gratification, self, and extended self sense gratification. Mm. Ego makes you one feel that actually I'm doing for others, but actually ego is I only. Everybody is living for oneself. I is very important. So this is a Chitraketu's life of I, me, mine, self ego, I, or extended sense gratification. One is a self sense gratification, extended self sense gratification. But everything is self centered only. I. Mm, around I. So, so this Angira Muni um, had a solution for this. So that's why he's approaching Angira Muni. I want a son. So being merciful, this Angira Muni goes and performs yajna to satisfy I and mine of this Chitraketu. Nitishastra, there is very wonderful verse. Asanam me, vasanam me, jaya me, bandhuvargo me, iti me meti kurvanam, kalabruko hantihi. Very nice verse. Asanam me, and then that means this food is mine. Vasanam me, vasanam means these clothes are mine. Jaya me, this wife is mine. And bandhu karmo me, yes, these are all bandhus, these are all relatives, they are mine. Me and these are all mine. Me. So it is telling, iti me ti kurvanam. इस तरह से वो क्या बोल रहा है मैं कौन है कौन बोलता है बकरा मैं बोल के क्या हो जाता है उल्फ आ जाता है उसको खा लेता है दैट इज काल ब्रुको हंथी काल नाम का वुल्फ time factor comes wolf and eats this goat who is shouting, meh, meh. This is what he here in this verse, my, I, 5 times is coming. And he's thinking, नहीं my four father का छोड़ो, आपका खुद का भला देख रहे हो आप. First, you are giving an excuse that इसका benefit, उसका benefit. So this is what Chitraketu's and a solution. Yagya was done by Angira Muni. Okay. And from Yagya, what comes out? Again, sweet rice. Sweet rice, real sweet rice. And that's Angira Muni hands over that fruit of Yagya, which is sweet rice, to one of the queen. No, he cannot distribute no little to all crores. No, because only one son. Only one son. Condition was you'll get only one son. Uh, so करोड़ वाइफ्स आर देयर सिटिंग एंड करोड़ में एक को चुनना है. टफ टाइम नो. चित्रकेतु हैड ए टफ टाइम. Angira Sadhu is very intelligent. He didn't choose. He handed over the bowl to Chitra. You choose. आप. And Chitraketu choose Kritatvriti. बस खत्म. 9,99,000. 99 lakh. Yeah, 99 lakh. 9999999. Wives are dissatisfied. You could not satisfy all. We cannot satisfy all. So here, then, you will be get a son. Oh, I'll get a son now. What should be his name? Next question. Angira told his name will be Harsha Shoka. Harsha Shok means one who is a cause of a jubilation and lamentation. ये ऐसा क्या नाम है हर्ष शोक. But Chitraketu and Kritudviti, they were only hearing the name Harsha part. Harsha. Harsha beta. Harsha. Harsha. Angira tell, no. Harsha Shoka. But Chitraketu had a selective hearing. Selective hearing में we hear what we want. हमें जो सुनना है ना उतना ही सुनते हैं, जो अच्छा लगता है ना. हाँ, ये प्रीचर बहुत खड़ूस है, भागवतम में ये बता, ये तो सत्य नहीं, ये अच्छा बताया हो. हर्ष शोक. This is reality. Jubilation and also cause of lamentation. हाँ भाई, बच्चे तो होते हैं, नादान होते हैं, थोड़े परेशान करते हैं ना, माँ बाप को तो परेशान होते हैं ना, मगर उसमें भी तो आनंद है ना. चलो, थोड़ा टॉलरेट करना पड़ेगा ना. कुछ पाना है तो कुछ खोना पड़ेगा ना. चलो, let me tolerate. This is what basically the attitude of hearing what we want. एक मुस्लिम था, वो रेगुलरली जाता था, मस्जिद में जाता था, मॉस्क. आना छोड़ दिया. तो एक बार बाजार में वो मौली को वो देखा, जैसा हमारा प्रीचर को एक कोई तो लॉस्ट सोल. प्रभु किधर हो? तो यहाँ पे मौली वो बोला, भाई किधर हो? आ नहीं रहे. आ, तो वो बोला कि क्या करूं मैं, कुरान में पढ़ा. क्या पढ़ा? कुरान में पढ़ा, वन शुड नॉट ऑफर नमाज इन मॉस्क. हाँ, where is written? Show me. So he showed Quran. See, here it is clearly written, one should not enter into mosque. How come I'm reading this Quran from so many years? I didn't came across such kind of verse. So then the Maulis, he carried it and he was reading in seclusion. Yes, one should not enter into mosque. Then he turned the pages. And next it was written continuation without washing one's hands and feet. अरे बाबा, सिलेक्टिव हियरिंग हमें जो अच्छे लगते हैं बहुत सीरियसली करेंगे। आ, कितना बार बोला है कि जब इतना सावधानी से करो, अटेंटिवली करो, अपराध के सिवा करो, वैष्णव अपराध बहुत बुरा होता है ना। हम्म, मगर नेक्स्ट मोमेंट, नेक्स्ट डे, नेक्स्ट राउंड, वी फॉरगेट। Repeatedly we hear, but still we don't use that discrimination when it comes to spiritual matter. When it comes to sense gratification, oh, we are very alert. This should be avoided. Yeah. Mm. So there we are very alert. Mm. So this is what here, selective hearing. I was hearing one wonderful story. Uh, तीन चोर थे, हिंदी में बताता हूँ, हिंदी हमारे दिल्ली भक्तों की खुशी के लिए थोड़ा। हम्म, तो तो तीन चोर थे। हम्म, तो उनको उन्होंने सोचा चलो आज चोरी कर लेते हैं, और कोजागिरी पूर्णिमा थी। पूर्णिमा का दिन था। वो बोले आज कुछ अलग चुराए, वस्तु चोरी करते हैं क्या। तो उन्होंने क्या चुराया, तो स्वीट राइस, फिर से वही उन्होंने भी स्वीट राइस चुरा ले। क्या चोरे, देखो स्वीट राइस चोरने वाले। हमारे भक्त भी कभी कभी महाप्रसाद गायब करते दैट इज इन परंपरा तो यहाँ पर स्वीट राइस चुरा लिया भाई इन्होंने। और पूर्णिमा के दिन रात भर उसको चंद्रमा के अंदर रखना पड़ता है। और स्वीट राइस था तो एक बाउल, चुराया तो भी कितना, एक बाउल। तीनों में कैसे बांटे, एक को ही मिलने वाला है तभी को सेटिस्फाई हो सकता है, नहीं तो तीनों भी डिससेटिस्फाई होंगे। तो क्या हम ऐसा करेंगे, रात में हम सो जाएंगे, सुबह सुबह उठेंगे, हर कोई बताएगा सपना क्या, सपने में क्या हुआ। जिसका सपना एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी हो, सबसे अच्छा हो, वो स्वीट राइस का बाउल खाएगा, पूरा का पूरा खा लेगा। ओके, रेडी। तो चंद्रमा में रख के सो गए तीनों। सुबह सुबह ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में ही उठे, कभी उठते नहीं है चोर, कभी उठते नहीं, मगर ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में उठे, स्वीट राइस जो खाना है। बाकी लोगों को भी उठाया, तीनों उठ गए। आ, अरे मैंने क्या सपना देखा, क्या, बोलो बोल। तू तू बता पहले। ओके, मैंने मैं ब्रह्मलोक में गया था, और ब्रह्मा जी से मैंने आलिंगन किया क्या, और ब्रह्मा जी खुद लेके गए, सारा ब्रह्मलोक दिखा रहे थे मुझे, देखो ये इधर इधर ये। हाँ, अरे तू क्या बोल रहा है ब्रह्मलोक, मैं शिवलोक गया था, दूसरा बोला। और शिव जी से मैंने शेक हैंड किया, बात किया बहुत, इधर उधर का, इधर उधर का। तो हाँ हाँ ये गया रहेगा। और तीसरा, वो बोले ये वैकुंठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए इसने मगर वो तीसरा चुपचाप बैठा था, अरे बोलना कुछ। नहीं रे, मार पड़ेगी मेरा मेरा सपना बहुत भयानक था, भयानक, तुम बता। हाँ, मेरे सपने में हनुमान जी आए थे, और बहुत गुस्से में थे, आंखें लाल लाल थी उनकी, गदा था, गधे स्वीट राइस खा, नहीं तो मार दूंगा तुरंत। क्या किया तुरंत, उसने बाउल जाके खोला, अरे खत्म किया, अकेले नहीं खाया, हमें नहीं बुलाया। तुम्हें कैसे बुला था, तू ब्रह्मलोक में था, ये शिवलोक में था we want, we hear instruction of Hanumanji very carefully, we follow it because he's satisfied. We like people also who will satisfy our sense gratification. Mm. But we don't like the people uh, who are not, who becomes obstacle in our sense gratification. We don't like those people. Mm. वो हमारे असुर है, जैसे हिरण्यकशिपु,
उसके जीवन में उसका सबसे बड़ा शत्रु कौन था? उसका पुत्र प्रहलाद। क्यों? बिकॉज ही वॉज अगेंस्ट हिज ओपिनियंस एंड आइडिया ऑफ सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन, कंप्लीटली अपोज था, तो इसलिए वो शत्रु बना। हम्म, महाभागवत प्रहलाद can become enemy if he becomes an obstacle in the sense gratification. Mm. So this is what selective hearing. प्रभुपाद कहते हैं मलेशिया में एक बार क्या हुआ, फ्लायर्स बांट रहे थे वो, हरे कृष्णा दे वर्शिप डीमंस, हरे कृष्णा दे वर्शिप डीमंस। तो उसको बोला, वो देखो कोट करो, कहाँ कहाँ पे बोला है, देखो ये भगवत गीता में ये बोला, अमंग्स द दैत्या दैट मीन डीमन आई एम प्रहलाद, chapter 10, this is proof. Hare Krishnas, they worship demon. So this is what selective hearing. Srila Prabhupada, somebody asked, Prabhupada, but what is the purpose of material world then? If no sense gratification, why material world is created? Prabhupada answered, this material world is created for sense gratification, not yours, Krishna's. But just like Chitraketu, their story, Maya comes and waves of sense gratification. Maya uh, appears like waves, waves of ocean, waves of ocean. Hmm? From a distance, the waves of the ocean, they are very fantastic. They look so nice. Hmm. But once we enter Jagannath Puri, how many of you have experienced taking bath in waves of Jagannath Puri? How many of you have experienced? Please raise your hand. Hmm. So छुप छुप के किया, यात्रा कमेटी ने बोला था ना। Okay, so in the waves of ocean, Jagannath really fearsome. So, but we realize when we enter from a distance, it looks so nice. अरे अच्छा खेल रहे हैं. He's enjoying. He's enjoying. Hmm? And that's what the nature of the material world. Once you enter into you also realize what is the life is all about. Hmm? So here, co-wives of the Kritadviti, they were completely miserable. एक के लिए अमृत था, दूसरे के लिए विष बन गया. Material pleasure, uh, uh, your pleasure is neighbor's envy. Yeah. Mm, this is the material world. Even in the Satya Yuga, Chitraketu's time, this principle was applicable. That means this is universal, all time. This principle exists, eternal. And हम हम है जीवात्मा. We were also envious of Krishna. Mm. Uh, so हमारा we were trying to compare with Krishna is like a sun, Krishna Surya Sama, and we are like जुगनू. कितना प्रकाश दे सकते हैं हम इस जगत को, या बट वी आर ट्राइंग टू कंपेयर विद कृष्णा. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ ऑडेसिटी इज दिस? And because of that, we, all of us, we were envious of Krishna. But that's what Prabhupada says, and that's the reason why we are in material world. Mm. To think that, oh, material world, these waves will give me pleasure. And that's what, uh, but okay, Kritadviti's co-wives, they were envious. And ultimately they fed poison. Mm. And Harsha became Shokapar. Kritadviti and Chitraketu. Extreme happiness, the object which gives us extreme pleasure, happiness, same object, same person will be the cause of greatest misery. Harsha became cause of a greatest shoka. In fact, the kind of joy Chitraketu experience was like a minuscule, very minute, very insignificant, in terms of quantity of pain and lamentation he was undergoing after losing that son. Hmm? When he got the news that your son is dead, the Chitraketu was bumbling, trembling, falling down again, getting up, lamenting. He could until he reached the palace to see the dead body of his son. It was so much extreme lamentation. हम्म, जो वस्तु हमें सबसे अधिक प्यारा है, प्रिय है, वही व्यक्ति वस्तु जब हमसे छीन लिया जाता है, वही हमारे सबसे बड़े दुख का कारण होता है. तो इस तरह से ये जो को वाइब्स ऑफ चित्रकेतु, दे आर एनवियस, and envy is called as indirect appreciation. Envy is a indirect appreciation. Okay, so it is said that scorpion is having poison in his tail. Hmm. The snake, they may have poison in the fangs. Okay, but the man, human being, is having poison all over his body. Envy, 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 envy. Mm. So, so this is what. Now it's over. Time is over. So this is the story of Chitraketu. Of course, in future, the same Harsha Shoka also became a cause of a realizing the self for the Chitraketu. But when Narad Muni intervened, the sadhu, they intervened in the life of Chitraketu. Then Chitraketu ended up becoming a great Mahabhagavat, self-realized soul. Hmm? Understanding that for whom I am lamenting for is eternal. Mm. I am claiming that me, I am the father, he is my son, but the same soul goes through so many lives, so many mother and father he has accepted, so it doesn't belong to me. Mm. So uh, that basically enforce Chitraketu, in one sense, push Chitraketu towards path of devotion, bhakti. And later, Chitraketu became a great devotee of Lord Sankarsana. And eventually, same Chitraketu got cursed from Parvati, although he took the body of a Vitrasur demon, but ultimately he went back home, back to Godhead because of his intensity in bhakti. He didn't want to take a second chance now, second body. Bharat Maharaj got third chance, three bodies. But Chitraketu had to go through two bodies mm, for little mistake, you know. So in our case, we don't know how many bodies. If we do mistakes in the bhakti, but if you don't do mistake, follow the instruction of founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada. Uh, Read his book regularly, mm, associate with the devotee, uh, and always keep the mood of a basically Vaishnava Seva, then we are safe and safeguarded in association. And then easily we will can break through the all the gravitational forces of all the anarthas and enter into the spiritual world. Chitraketu Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Go Premanande Hari. Any comment? Any devotees, if you feel any query, comment? Ah, yeah, I forgot to. Oh, I forgot about book distribution. Now this is a month of a marathon, so that's what the Bhagavatam, which tells the reality of the material world and material pleasure. It's our duty to reach each and every soul. I remember when I was first year engineering in Pune, I was traveling by bus. to my hometown, and that time one devotee interfere into my material life, and that time he was distributing books in bus. He was announcing like this, these are the books I have. So then I was very, I was attracted towards that devotee, mm, effulgent, shaven headed, nice. So and then I got one copy of Beyond Death, Marathi, Janma Mrityucha Palikade. Hmm? Beyond Birth and Death, I remember. And first time I saw the picture of Prabhupada. And immediately I remember, अरे मैं ये सीरियल देखता था अभय चरण, यही है क्या स्वामी, वो शायद यही है. हम्म, मगर भक्ति लेने में थोड़ा ये बोलते हैं ना, जीरो बल्ब डिम बल्ब था थोड़ा. थोड़ा समय लगा मुझे. और जब फाइनल ईयर में था तब भक्ति के मार्ग में आ गया. मगर इट स्टार्टेड विद दैट वन बुक, यू नो, that one small book I purchased. I could afford to take that one book as a student, and I was reading in my journey. So then later on, when I joined Brahmachari Ashram, I decided I will do book distribution. And from year 2006 till 2011, every year, me and Vamshi Vadan Prabhu, all of you know Vamshi Vadan Prabhu, your Bhakti Shastri teacher. He used to come here, Bhakti Shastri course. Vamshi Vadan Prabhu and myself, daily we would go for book distribution during marathon. Basically, other time we had youth preaching services. So during marathon, all 30 to 40 days, almost daily 6 to 8 hours we would go for book distribution. Me and Mamshu Vadan Prabhu. That was our pair, Jugalabandi. and and I would make announcement while standing in front because it's Marathi. He didn't know Marathi, so I would make announcement in Marathi. And daily, I remember that time our score was very nice. Daily we would distribute 250 average books. Mm. In that Bhagavad Gita, something 50, 60, and all other small books also. That was almost consistent daily, and year after year, 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that was very blissful. Once when I was distributing books, I was making announcement, and I saw my cousin brother, and nobody knew that I am shaven headed and saffron. I was surprised. He was looking up and down. क्या हो गया तेरा? काय झालं? साधू बुवा झाला. साधू बन गया. हम्म, तो and a parent didn't know that I accepted saffron because they know that I'm there for few years. My mother and father, they didn't know that I accepted saffron, and I guess that now. And while doing book distribution, within an hour, I got a call from my mother. तो बोला क्या होना था वो हो गया अभी. so so that book distribution helped me to reveal the things otherwise it was difficult for me. तो ऐसे बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के समय experiences when we continued our book distribution year after year. After that, then we entered into school book distribution also. And I remember here, while staying in the ICC, we had a book distribution experience, wonderful, in Mysore. Yeah, Mysore 1 year. All of us, we went there. And that year we distributed 5,600 something books in Mysore. A school book distribution, Gita, Bhagavad Gita contest. So it is a blissful experience of book distribution. Prabhupada said, uh, what your 2 minutes inspiration or talk speech will do. Distribute my books. These books are like atom bomb. hmm? Atom bomb. कब ये स्फोट हो जाएगा, विस्फोट हो जाएगा, विस्फोट यानी मटेरियल लाइफ. कब ये इसका स्फोट हो जाएगा, and he will transform into devotee. So that's the power in the book, and we should have complete trust and faith, and we should empower, encourage to distribute as many books as possible. And most important in book distribution is one is a book distribution. Second, what we realize over years of decades book distribution, that we should also cultivate those people to whom we have given books. But books, anyway, inevitably they will read, somebody will read, of course, but we also should take responsibility of cultivation. Mm. Because always there is a need of book, and also at the same time a devotee association. Devotee association cannot be replaced. uh, Guidance and proper sangha cannot be replaced. So so that's why follow-up is also very important. Along with the book distribution, we should enlist all those phone numbers to whomever we have given books, should enroll, we should call them and conduct Bhagavad Gita course, introduce proper chanting, and cultivate them on and on in their spiritual journey, and all the soul becomes next book distributors. And this parampara continues. So I was very inspired by the enthusiasm of, मैं बहुत खुश था देखकर दिल्ली के भक्त यहाँ पर बहुत उत्साह से पुस्तक वितरण करते हैं. थैंकलेस जॉब. बहुत मान सम्मान तो दूर की बात है. 10-20 लोगों की गाली सुनने के बाद एक रुक जाता है. So it's a intense purification. But when book goes, we forget all those gali. And sometimes our experience is that even the Muslim fellow, they also purchase book. And in Dharwad, we had that kind of experience while distributing books. One Bashir Ahmed, one small boy, ninth standard, he was so inquisitive, and he purchased book. And after purchasing book, we told this is our temple address, and he was so sincere. He came to temple in the evening, and I was busy, so I told one devotee, Priya Gauram Prabhu, to give attention to him. And daily Priya Gauram Prabhu would sit with him for half an hour. Daily that boy started coming. And then he was attending Gaur Arati. And after that, he started playing Mridanga, then Kartal. Then he was started leading Gaur Arati. And then he started 16 round. Bashir Ahmad. Mm. So, and now he is a very wonderful devotee. And we are very afraid because he becomes so serious that he want to join full time. Itna serious mat. So this is Bashir Ahmad's story. We started with book distribution. So we get very sincere soul. Myself, I am telling my story. I got introduced to Krishna consciousness by one small book of Srila Prabhupada. Beyond Birth and Death. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Book Marathon ki jai. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class. Let us all thank Prabhuji and express our gratitude for this wonderful class by loudly chanting once Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Few announcements. We have two sponsors today. We have Uttara Subramanya Mataji, who celebrated her wedding anniversary on 25th November. Do we have Uttara Subramanya Mataji? Okay. We also have Sri Prahelika and Satish, the newly married couples. They're here. They are daughter of Gopishan Prabhu and his son-in-law. They are here. I'd request, there's also sponsored Prashadam today and seeking prayers from this assembly here. Let us all once chant Hare Krishna for the wonderful couple here and pray for the spiritual progress. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. I would request both of them to come forward, please, and accept the Mahaprasadam. You can give it to her. Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Satish Prabhu. Please. We also have Vishwanath Prabhu, who is sponsoring Prashadam for his son's wedding anniversary. So let us also chant for Prabhu and his family and his son's family also. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Dhamtata Prabhu is seeking prayers for his mother. Mataji has been admitted in ICU and she's on ventilator now. Her lungs are not responding due to metastasis, and Prabhu already has rushed to Lucknow to be with her. So requesting prayers again. So please let us also chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We also have Navadip Mandal Parikrama for South India group that is happening. So Adivas is on 18th February. And Parikrama starts from 19th to 25th. Mahamilan is on 26th February. So there is a registration also available. So this will be posted on the our outside. So those who are interested, please register yourself quickly because there might be limited seats. We also have, so Sadayogi Prabhu, he's here. His father would be undergoing a surgery. Bypass will be done tomorrow. Prabhu's also Ram Pada Prabhu. So let us also pray for a speedy recovery and wonderful surgery, so that it is successful surgery. So let us also chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Tomorrow is Mokshada Ekadashi, that is Gita Jayanti also. So tomorrow we are doing Gita recitation from 10 o'clock onwards for all the 18 chapter and the translation. Those who want to participate, you can attend from 10 o'clock onwards. Prashadam also will be arranged. So what we do, as always, we'll have devotees assigned for chanting and also translation. So as of now, all the slots are booked. There is only one slot available that got available yesterday. That is 16th chapter, chanting of the shloka. If anybody is interested, please let me know. Anjan Bachu Prabhu is there. So first come, first serve. 16th chapter, shloka chanting. So please be on time at 10 o'clock. Okay. And today we are also having Gita Yajna. That will be done in the auditorium in the old temple. Those who have registered for the Gita Yajna, they are requested to be there by 10:30 so that we can start the Gita Yajna on time. And those who wish to participate, you can also be there. And also you can witness the Gita Yajna. But in case anybody wants to participate in the Yajna, you have to do a Shastra Dan of 10 Bhagavad Gitas. So if you want to do it now, this is the time. We already almost have 15 minutes now. So those who want to participate in the Gita Yajna, 10 Bhagavad Gita has to be sponsored. I think it's around 3,000 rupees. So those who want to do that and wish to participate, please immediately reach out to Ranga Krishna Prabhu. Thank you so much. We'll assemble downstairs for the Ashtakams.